Our heroes really, definitely, absolutely are not little liars who lie to very important, very smart, very dangerous people. Crack some jokes and some eggs for a well-deserved chocolate on this week's episode of Mercenaries in Retrograde.
You know what will go in the podcast? The news that I killed Caitlin.
Damn!
Oh my god, they're fucking dead.
My fucking god, they're fucking dead.
Well, it's really great that you still stepped in to replace them, though.
Yeah, I know. I really did it from like the goodness of my heart.
Hey, gang. This Henry is our new Simmon.
Yeah, I'll be taking over the role of Simmon. I'm super excited to be here.
Honestly, thank you so much, because most people who do a murder aren't willing to, like, step in and, like, step up where they need to, and, like, honestly, that's just, like, so fucking cool. And I respect you a lot for that.
Yeah, in the eyes of the law, they would call what I'm doing identity theft.
But in my eyes, in the eyes of God,
you're not God.
You. I'm God, depending on how you look at God.
Mac is God.
Mac is God. In this domain,
Mac is God.
In this domain, Mac is God.
In this
but
house,
after
Mac
this,
is God. But in the eyes of God, and let's hand the mic over to God now. God, how do you feel about this?
That's fine.
Yeah! Welcome, Henry, to our podcast.
Thanks so much for joining us.
We open up with our adventurers once again making their way back into the resting python. It's early enough in the morning that breakfast has just begun. And as the bell rings, you see as Alec turns to greet some new customers from the bar, and then he has this shocked look on his face as he sees it's you, and he drops his towel, and he just brings a great smile on his face, and he's like, I was beginning to worry you guys weren't gonna make it back. What can I get for you guys?
Chocolate.
Chomlets all around.
Yeah, and he goes into the back to start making that for you. You guys just made it back to Renaissance earlier this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and we're sleepy little guys.
Yeah.
We're sleepy little guys. I'm
sleepy little tired
guys.
guys.
I have to do my walk of shame.
Sorry?
Because I still gotta go to Ollie's. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, because you're all goopy in the joints.
Mm-hmm.
In the joints of your wings, they're all goopy. Yeah, so you guys, he makes you all your chomlets, and he hands them out to you as you guys take a seat at the bar. And so what happened? And then you see he is scanning, and he's like, "There's Ben."
Ben went to Mont's for a bit.
Okay, good.
Ben's not dead, don't worry.
I was afraid that I'd have to face the wrath of God.
That's so fair.
Yeah. So, what you been up to? What do you guys have? What did you learn? How are you?
We got trauma.
Oh.
Yes. But we also learned things.
Like the power of friendship.
And that, everything is so much worse than we ever could have imagined.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
the
yay.
universe has asthma.
The universe has asthma.
The universe has asthma.
You know what? I'm not really gonna ask more because it's gonna go right over my head. If you guys want to give my wife the debrief.
Absolutely, totally.
Some shit's been happening here too, so I'm sure she has information for you.
Is everything all right here?
what do you define as all right?
Well, has anyone died to start?
No. So that's good, at least.
That is a good starting point. Has anything been irreparably destroyed?
Destroyed? I don't think anything has been destroyed irreparably at this point.
Okay.
What about destroyed non-irreparably?
I mean,
Wait,
yeah.
and instead of us just asking questions till we get to what happened, what happened? Here?
Well, it's been like... God, how long are you guys gone?
We haven't gone for a hot set.
How long were we gone?
How long were we in Shadowfell? Did time pass, or?
Make an Arcana check.
Ooh, that's nice. That's a 25.
Yeah, so like the Feywild, time is a little tricky in the Shadowfell. So it goes like a lot like faster in real time than it does in the Shadowfell time. So like a few days in the Shadowfell is like a week in normal time.
I don't like that.
So Alex is like, yeah, you've been gone for like at least a month, if not a month and a half.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
That's a very long time.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, I was just worried about you guys. I'm sure you guys were fine, but
Well, we didn't mean to worry you, and we've done a pretty good job of keeping up our streak of not dying. So there were some very close calls, but we didn't.
I'm glad you continue to be statistical wonders. But yeah, I don't really have a lot of the information. I just know, I don't remember if you guys heard about how like, stuff in the city was like making people really ill.
Yeah.
Yes.
They've been acting really strangely, and there's been like keep on talking about like there's someone who's coming. That's what they keep saying, and they keep asking for the fate touched, whatever that means.
I look at Algernon, like side eye.
I look at Simmon.
I don't know why we're looking at each other.
Yeah, it was particularly weird. Now that I think about it, Simmon, because my little sister Maria is sick, and she keeps asking for the blue savior with the metal wing.
I look at Simmon.
Hey, boss, the what?
I don't know.
Oh, that's very specific.
That is so specific.
I don't understand.
Hey, Simmon, are you Jesus?
Who's Jesus?
Are there things you're not telling us?
No, I never died on the cross for nobody.
We can't release this. We can't release this.
Yes, we can. You don't get to choose what gets to be released and what doesn't. I do.
You're not wrong. Simmon, that is a bit worrying. I'm not going to lie. But also, maybe you should go and see this person and find out.
I mean, I will happily visit with her. I'm not sure how much saving I'll be able to do. I do got magics. Yeah, that's real weird, boss. Hey, boss, that's real weird.
I don't really know either.
I remember having the funky dream with all the hands and saying that fate chooses its heroes or some funky shit like that. Maybe something to do with that. Maybe. Oh yeah, you weren't here. You weren't there for that. That was while we were on the road. Hey, Alec, I had a weird dream where a bunch of void hands were touching me and saying that fate picks its heroes, don't it?
Oh, that sounds like a premonition.
Yeah, maybe a little.
I don't know anything about that. Have you guys talked about go to Mont's Casino? Because I think you should talk to a god.
I mean, yeah, we've talked about it. Probably for different, more emotional, squishy reasons, but I feel like the information that we could gain there, would be useful.
Yeah. Also, your bunny friend is
Irvin?
staying here. Yeah, he's staying here. By the way, just to let you know. If you want to go say hi.
Algernon
Good.
immediately stands up.
Oh my goodness.
Is he here now?
I guess I haven't checked if he has been in his room or not.
What's his room number?
I can't just give that information away, Algernon. I have to
Yes,
run an
Algernon.
establishment. You have to pay me for that.
No!
I give him 2 gold pieces.
Oh shit! Yeah, he's on room 4.
Algernon!
I go and I walk up the stairs. Or whatever's up there. Whatever you use to get up. I think we said, no, there are stairs. We've established that there are stairs.
Yeah, there are stairs in this building.
My mortal enemy.
Celeste can never stay here.
That's not true. There's an elevator. They just also have stairs.
That was just so brutal. Celeste can never stay here. Like, okay,
You're
bitch, I have an
banned.
apartment. Shit, I'll just, like, go down the street to where I live.
Yeah. So you go up to Urban's room?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you knock on the door or do you just try and open the door?
I knock. I'm a gentleman.
So you knock on the door, and you hear him call 1 minute, and then you hear like some rustling, and he makes his way to the door, and he's like, don't know if you like were doing room service because he thinks it's Alec, and then he looks up and sees it's you. He's like, "Oh, you're back!
Hey, buddy boy.
Hi!
I missed you.
I miss you too.
I hold my arms out for a hug.
Are you all right? He'll give you a hug.
Yeah. I'm doing well. Yes.
Right. That's good.
How's it been?
It's been shit. Honestly, it's been shit.
You want to talk about it?
I mean, it concerns the whole group as so.
Okay.
I should share information with everyone.
Yeah, you wanna... They're all downstairs. I just wanted to come say hi first.
Let's make our way downstairs then.
I take his hand.
Blushes. And he lets go of your hand because it's hard to hold hands when you go down the stairs.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Coward.
it is. Yes, it is. You're lying to yourself if you think it's not hard to hold hands while you're going down the steps.
I will go there and prove it to you that it's not hard.
It's hard.
We've done it.
This is irrelevant. Anyway, he makes his way downstairs, and you guys see Algernon Irvin.
I got him.
Hello. How are you guys?
Evan! Hello!
Hi. He gives you a little wave. I said hi to you.
Celeste is feeling silly boys.
How are you all?
We've been better.
Apparently I'm a savior.
Yes.
Turning. Do you want to sit down for a second?
Oh, I love sitting down. I sit
Right.
down.
He goes over to one of the tables. so you all can like be in one area. And he like pulls out like a journal. It's not the journal that you're used to him like carrying around. It's like a new like journal that he pulls out. And he's like, so when I got back, I did go back up to the arms, but it's really odd up there at the moment. So first of all, you should be careful, because the arms have been like sending people out to look for the people who broke into the clock tower. So be careful about that.
People broke into the clock tower? That's so weird.
What the
mysterious.
fuck?
Who would do that?
Extremely strange and illegal.
Hey guys, he already knows it. We broke into the clock tower.
Shut
I
up,
know,
nobody else does.
it's called plausible deniability, Algernon. Look, people's eavesdropping right now.
I look around. Is there?
There's like one person in there's like an old lady eating like her chocolate off in the other side of the restaurant.
Okay, well, Simmon and I think, have the right idea. That's very strange that someone would do that, and whoever it is, they're probably very, good at evading the law and might never be caught.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And even if they're not, someday they will pay for their crimes.
Yeah. And maybe I was gonna say maybe they're the same kind of criminal who took out Big Ham, in which case the pigs ain't gonna wrangle with them.
So true.
That is very, very true.
Irvin, will you please continue?
Yeah. Yes. What I was going to say also was that there's also been like this man-made dragon that's also been spotted flying around here, sent down from the arms.
Pardon?
Yeah, like a clockwork dragon.
Oh.
So that's also the security upping that's been happening here. But mostly the issue that I found was they had records in the arms that concerned me because they were eerily similar to records that were kept at the heart. And that concerns me. And there might be a connection, so I haven't been up there since because I don't want to be around those people.
I don't want to be around them either, but how can I get in again?
You cut out, sorry, bud.
I mean, I don't want to be around the people themselves, but I want to be around their records. So how can I get in there again? Unless you got copies of the notes, in which case, hand them over.
I mean, I have some of it in my head, but I didn't steal anything, and it's going to be incredibly difficult to get up there.
Yes.
That's fair.
Simmon, I don't think it's a good idea, especially if they're already, looking around for people who might have gone places they weren't supposed to. We should probably keep our heads down a little bit.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, yeah, I agree. That's probably a good idea. In my brain, I'm making a note to ask my friends on the other side who said that they want to help me. They better stop fucking helping!
Wonderful.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. So I've been kind of just staying here for the most part. If your friend let me have a room for till you guys got here, so. But yeah,
You
that's.
should take care of your mental. Very important.
Yeah, this all means, and also, full disclosure, I messaged Simmon about this when you guys had just gotten back, but I have been struggling with my own issues because I think somebody has altered my memory, so that's not fun.
No.
I did look into the spell. They didn't have much up in Mythalon. I was planning on doing research around here.
Okay.
Assuming you haven't already.
I haven't really been around the clock tower because it's been so beefed up. But yeah. So I've just been kind of in a hole. I don't have that much information besides that, but I figured you should know that.
Well, yes, it is good to know, and I think just try not to worry too much.
Hmm.
We'll figure it all out.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah.
I'm
So-
also sure that it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So just be safe there.
You too.
I'm not really leaving this place that much, so I don't have much to be safe from. But I actually, now that I think about it, I was gonna plan to go the underground portion of the city, just because it's been the only place recently that hasn't been fucking mess. Um, so I might, if you guys want to join me on there.
I would love to. It's fun.
We can see some friends there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've never been to the underground part of the city yet, so
But Celeste,
Yes, you have.
I've been there. You got a little box from there.
fuck me. That was like
you got
800 episodes ago.
Oh, that's a new word for days. I never heard that before.
It must be a hell thing.
Must be a
Yeah,
hell thing.
no, it is.
Must be a hell thing.
Anyway,
Yeah. So do that later if you guys don't have that many plans.
no, we should definitely check in with Tamara and keep her updated and see if there's anything she needs from us. But yeah, no, that sounds like a good idea.
I'll be here. So if you need me, just shoot me a message on the sending stone or stop by.
I give him 2 big thumbs up.
He gives you 2 big thumbs up back.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's some more information you guys have. Are you gonna make your way over to Tamara?
I think that's probably a good next step. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't take you too long to get over to where the pythons are. And as you come in, like the energy when you first arrived, like when you first came into the area, was definitely like this is like a little seedy. Like it's not like you're not immediately getting the idea that there's a gang here, but it's definitely like not the like most like white collar neighborhood. And as you get there, like the vibe here is much more like put together, put on a front that this is not where a gang resides, because you can presume because of the height in security in the city. But the warehouse is still it's still like where it is, and everything's still pretty much the same. You see that Rome is actually at the door, and they open the door for you guys. Like good to see you guys back.
Good
Howdy.
to be back.
Hello again.
Hi. It's been a while.
Apparently.
Yes, we didn't think it had been quite as long as it had.
Yeah. You guys went to Shadowfell, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I heard time is a little funky in the other planes, so
It's a little.
Nobody explained that to me before we left.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's all right. I didn't miss anything important.
Yeah. Yeah, so they open the door for you, and you see there's like a lot more people in the communal area, and it looks more like a cafeteria than it does a gang hideout. And you
That's
see like
cute.
yeah, you see like there's a few people like having lunch and like playing like cards or something. And Tamara is at her desk like usual. And she kind of like looks up to you and like gives you like a little nod to be like, I notice you're here. If you guys want to head over to her.
Yeah.
Ew.
Well, it's good to see you all are in relatively one piece. Got things to tell me, or should I go first?
Oh, boy, do we. Let me open up my little book of secrets. And I open up my notebook. So, here's what we got. There was goop in the Shadowfell, and the goop is like the essence of it, which is what dragged us into this hut in the middle of the woods, and we were having like these bad nightmares, and then this is coming out of all of our orifices. And it was a bad time. that happened. Just wanted to put that out there, just so you to sort of set the scene for the news that I am now about to tell you.
Okay.
So the planes have asthma.
Planes.
That's the conclusion that we sort of came to after that horrible event. Essentially, the Shadowfell is inhaling energetically, and when it exhales, it's spitting out gunk into here, the material plane. Also, if you died in the Shadowfell, you died in real life, and your corpse got puppeted. We realized that too.
Okay. That's terrifying.
Yeah. The Shadowfell breathes. That's a thing that we learned.
That's part of the asthma.
Part of the asthma, perhaps. I just wrote O2 to CO2 question mark. I guess that also has to do with breathing in the asthma.
That was my really good analogy.
It really is.
Smart time.
Let's see. Oh yes, we did find Ben's wonderful little partner. They were cats, but we fixed that.
For
They
now.
were
Where are they?
Months.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Having a little TLC because it was a bad time. It was a bad time all around.
It was very bad.
Ain't that much.
Let's see. This is what the fuck does that mean? Made a deal with the Shadowfell. He made a deal with the Shadowfell to stay alive. I think that's what that note is referring to.
I look at Simmon.
I also look at Simmon.
And it's referring to Kai. Kai is the one that made a deal with the Shadowfell. No one else made a deal with the Shadowfell.
Deception
No,
check.
no one.
Deception check. Immediately deception check.
18.
Got a 17.
Let's see. What else we got? Right. Yes. The plane is on a new cycle. I'm so sorry this is so jaunty. I'm trying to piece this together as I'm reading. You see, it's been a hot sec since I've looked in these notes.
Yeah.
Plane breathing heavily, more inhales, more getting sucked, more changes on the exhales. I think that's talking about how, again, with the asthma, the plane has asthma. I think we said that before. The plane has asthma.
It's got asthma, and it's doing really bad things to the other places around. I think is the point of that is that when it breathes out, it's breathing all of its goop out into the rest of the world, and that's why there's like different planar energies where they shouldn't be, and also maybe there's a hell problem, but that's maybe another problem. I don't remember if we've told you that one or not, but there's
we have a lot of problems.
There's like fey energy where it shouldn't be, and hell energy where it shouldn't be.
We've picked up on that.
Oh.
The fey energy.
And how's that going?
Well, so we kind of keep an eye on that at all times, pretty much. Because our gang and the Fae do not get along at all. but because Montgomery, the old leader of this gang, made sure we would keep track of it because he said that things might come back to bite us in the ass, whatever the fuck that means. So we've noticed that there's been an influx of Fae presence around. And off of that, there have been moments in the past where there has been influx of Fae. And when that happens, the Fae tend to latch on to other mortals.
I'm once again side-eyeing Algernon.
Me as well, but I'm trying not to be obvious about it.
Algernon is playing with his fingernails.
Oh.
There's this thing that we've kind of, as the material plane, have kind of colloquially named the court. And she kind of reaches behind her, and she pulls out a file, and flips it open. And there's just a bunch of paperwork about, tracking, like, the fluctuation of Fae energy that is in the material plane. And you see, like, over the years, like, big spikes, and then they kind of plateau, and then, like, small spikes, big spikes, and then it kind of, like, plateaus again. And she, like, kind of points to a spike, and the spikes kind of come in, like, anything from, like, 10 to, like, 50-year increments. Yes?
Hey, does that look like a heartbeat? Hey, is that meant to look like a heartbeat?
It does not look like a heartbeat. If this
Okay.
was your heartbeat, I would be really concerned, because it would not be correct.
Just
I mean,
making sure.
Listen, they're valid for asking.
They are
at
valid
this
for
point,
asking.
with all of the fucking weird body illusions we're doing.
If you want it to be really specific, it could look like a heartbeat if that's what you think, but it doesn't really resemble one fully like that. So it's more of like there's a thing of anything from 10 to 50 years that these big spikes are happening. And she points to one that's like more recent, like a year or two ago, that has like just started to rise. And she like sighs a little bit, and she's like, so this is what we refer to as the court, when a bunch of Fae presence is bigger than it normally is in the prime material plane, and from that, because there is more Fae, there are more people who are following the Fae, and enacting their bidding, and the more Fae energy that is in our plane, the more drastic these followers will do for their Fae counterparts. So that's kind of a thing that we found out, and it looks like spike is happening again, which is odd because the most recent one was a little less than 10 years ago. So the fact that it is starting again also kind of plays into that instability of planes, because they shouldn't be able to cover that quickly.
Hey God. How long ago? I know we discussed this recently, but I don't remember. Did I start going on my the Grand World tour about 10 years ago?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh yeah, we said like 8 years ago.
Yeah, 8 years ago.
Great.
Tamara.
But it isn't my fault. I was given those beans.
Tamara, just out of curiosity, should we maybe come across someone who might have, been in contact with these Fae and such, what would you advise them to do?
Well, it depends. So if you like come across someone who is just recently being like tricked by a Fae, like you can obviously be like, hey, this is a fae, like, be careful. Problem with the court is when the court's in session, then the fae that have the most presence in our world start to take champions of the sort. They're kind of like warlocks, but they're not, because they don't get as much in exchange. And we've tracked some of it, and she like starts flipping through some papers, and she slides over a what looks to be the back of someone's hand that looks like it is branded with a chess piece on it, like a king chess piece on their hand. And then she slides you another one, and then there's like a animal that is on like someone's forearm, and it's just like a bunch of different stuff. There's also like card suits. So she like kind of shows you that, and it's like, so when a fae makes a deal in this manner, essentially add these people to their court, and once you are part of the fae court, it's very tricky to leave. Most recognizable imagery that they kind of use are chess pieces, animals, or card suits, we've noticed. So keep an eye out.
Super good information. No, that's good. And sorry, it's all a bit worrying, to be honest.
Yeah, especially because I don't know how much Algernon has told you, but his adoptive father Montgomery, some bad blood with some fae, so it's not great. So if you guys come across any of the followers, or like, God forbid, a fae themselves, please be careful.
Yeah,
of
noted.
course. We will.
Absolutely. 100%. We haven't come across anyone like that.
All of you make deception checks.
I need to bring up, at the mention of his name, Algernon did fucking stiffen because he was like half listening.
Mm-hmm.
I got an 11.
13.
I got a 12.
Ooh.
11, 12, 13. Cute.
You guys, you all look like you are caught red-handed, and and you're like, oh yeah, this is really good information to know. And as you guys are like trying to be like, oh yeah, thank you so much for telling me, she like kind of like closes the folder, and she like puts her, like, she interlocks her fingers and puts her arms on the table and just kind of leans forward and is like, what did you do?
Algernon made a deal with the fae.
No. It's true though. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to snitch, but this is some fucked up shit.
And please don't be mean to him, because he's feeling really bad about it right now. He's having a really bad time with his feelings. And
I'm right fucking here.
And you're having a real bad time with your feelings.
You're having a very bad time with your feelings, and maybe you should talk then.
Algernon just kind of goes, and he's been like scratching his neck a little bit, and he goes and he just pulls down the collar of his shirt, and there's just a heart branded.
I just fucking screamed so loud that my mic didn't even pick it up.
Oh, no. Yeah. Whose court are you on?
I think you know.
Oh, no. What the fuck?
There's very few people who use playing cards.
What the fuck did you make a deal for?
Which time?
Made multiple.
Yes.
Guess what was each deal about, Algernon?
The first one was 8 years ago.
Okay.
And that's sort of when I lost contact with Mont. And that's when this started. I went on a world tour playing the violin.
Okay.
And that lasted for a while. And then it stopped.
Did you make a deal for artistic talent?
Maybe.
Oh shit. Okay.
The most then he came back couple months ago.
Huh?
And I didn't think anything bad of it. So I gave him one of Ben's feathers.
Who did what?
And then most recently, Algernon just takes the coin out of his pocket.
Hey, Bud. Hey, Bud, what is that?
I need to give this to Montgomery.
No, the fuck you do not.
I don't want to, but Ben's partner might go back to being a sludge cat.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. You know, I thought it was bad when you said you took Ben's feather. It just got worse.
Yep.
That point, she doesn't even want to look at it. You watch her, she's actively not making eye contact with it, and she's kind of pointing towards it.
Yeah, I'm putting it back in my pocket.
It's very hard for the Fae to jump boundaries between planes without reason. That coin is a reason for a Fae to jump boundaries.
Like my resin?
Your what?
I kind of used to slide so an important part of playing the violin is that your bow has to always be I'm sorry, I just watched a lark. It always has to be resined up in order for the actual sound to transfer properly. So he gave me some resin, and every time I would resin up my bow, he would come here. It's not as sexual as it sounds, Henry.
You did a really good job not making that horny. I was only summoned at the very end.
No!
I was trying.
You spent
so
a long
hard.
time. You spent a long
was
time
beautiful.
doing a good
Beautiful.
job, and then you said he would come, and you paused.
I was trying so hard, but there's no. What am I supposed to fucking say? He arrived? That's
He was
worse.
Summoned.
Yeah, hey, bud, you could say
appear.
he would come to this plane. You could add words to it instead of just he would come.
come.
Listen, shut up.
Anyway.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
Oh,
you did
you're an
beautiful. I'm so proud
idiot.
of you. I love you.
No.
You're not an idiot. That was perfect.
You are.
Okay.
These are the devil. This is the devil and the angel on your shoulder.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, with Simmon being the fucking savior, quite fucking literally the angel and the devil on your shoulder.
So you say that, and she's like, you, like, physically bringing the Fae here, or like, you would just like see them?
I mean, there had to be like a reflective surface, but he would be behind me and I could feel him.
So that's not bringing him here,
Okay,
though.
thank fuck.
That's creating a
Open line of communication?
Yeah, it's kind of like when you have a sending stone. It's kind of like doing that.
I'm just
This
dialing
can
him up.
bring him here.
Oh no.
So on the one hand, it's good. That means he's not here yet. On the other hand, it means he wants to come here. And the fact that he wants to give that back to Montgomery means that he probably has something on Montgomery to make it that he will flip the coin. Which, be it that you have given him Ben's feather, X out. So that's fun. A new doomsday to add to our list.